Hello, welcome to Bored and Confused, where I review Broadway shows based on two criteria. Was I bored and was I confused? Today's show is Almost Famous, the musical. All right, let's jump into this one. Have you seen the movie Almost Famous? It's got amazing performances by Frances McDermott, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Kate Hudson. I think that's her big screen debut, or was the one that really put her on the map. And that little kid who's in that first scene is great. The movie is fantastic. It's this really interesting coming of age story, but the movie is very small in the kind of the performances are very nuanced, and you've got these Oscar award-winning actors performing in it. So seeing the show, was I bored? I was a little bored because the musical follows the movie exactly, scene for scene, and whole sections of dialogue are being performed for me on a stage. But it's not Philip Seymour Hoffman, it's not Kate Hudson, it's not Frances McDermott. It's really good Broadway actors, but those actors were iconic and they had the benefit of having a camera be in their face so we could just see every emotion. Whereas actors in a Broadway show have to really emote to the audience and sing big songs. So if the songs aren't doing the job of getting that emotion across, then they're kind of SOL. And Tom Kitt's immensely talented. He's the composer for the show. And Cameron Crowe, the writer of the screenplay, also wrote the book of the musical and co-wrote the lyrics with Tom Kitt. The songs are good. There was one song, Nighttime's Got Nothing on You, something like that. It was a love duet, really beautiful song. But then at the end of the first act, they reenact the scene on the bus where they sing Elton John's Tiny Dancer, one of Elton John's greatest hits. So, you leave the theater humming Tiny Dancer. It's the best song in the show. So I just felt bad for Tom, who's a great writer, but I felt like, good luck, buddy. It was the same thing when Tom Kitt had to write High Fidelity. You've got these music snobs who are singing musical theater music, which they would not like. And that same problem is here. So yeah, a little bored because the show felt kind of tedious as we were just redoing the movie, but not as good. Another issue I had is a confusing issue is there were some moments where there's some brilliant monologues from the movie. And most of these are from the Frances McDermott character, the mother. And just when she launched into song, I was like, oh, it was better as a monologue. Probably because I'm just familiar with Frances's amazing performance in the movie, and I just longed to hear the monologue and not the song. So yeah, I was bored and I was confused as to why anyone thought this intimate, beautiful movie would make a good musical. I guess they thought that because the lead character is in a band and bands sing songs. But if you watch the movie, it's not a razzle-dazzle kind of showy movie. I just don't think it lends itself to being a musical. And I think Tom Kitt did the best he could with this. I think it was a mistake probably to have the screenwriter also be the book writer because he was afraid to do anything different than the movie. Oh, it worked in the movie, it's gonna work on stage. Two different animals entirely. Probably would be better off finding a different book writer, someone who wouldn't be so precious with it. But go see it. Oh wait, it's closed. It lasted, I think, 3 months. If there's a tour of it, it's worth seeing because it is a good story and there's some nice tunes from Tom Kitt and there's a great Elton John song in it. And I think there's some other songs from the period as well. I'd say go see it. If you're familiar with the movie, go see it to compare it to the movie. And if you're not familiar with the movie, then great, go see it. You'll love it because it's a cool story and the characters are fun and you won't have anything to compare it to and you'll probably be like, this was an amazing show.